Hello and welcome to the latest episode of It's a Conspiracy. This episode we're going to be looking at all things time travel related. Hope you enjoy it. We certainly did. Bye. Time travel.
Yes.
Josh, tell us, what did you already know?
So I knew what time travel was, obviously, because loads of people do. I've seen bits of time travel in X-Men, and I'm a big fan of X-Men, so I saw bits in that. Like, there's loads of time travel stuff that I've not seen. But I have seen the Charlie Chaplin film where people thought that the woman, there was an extra in it and she had a hand to her head and everyone thought, oh my god, she's on a mobile phone.
Yeah.
That's time traveller.
And before you did the research for this podcast, what did you think she was doing?
I just didn't think about it. I just remember seeing that one day and then the next day not giving a fuck. Do you know what I mean? Like, I just didn't really. I just thought, oh yeah. I don't know what I thought. I honestly didn't care.
Yeah. Well, if she was a time traveller, then, job done.
Well, they said that, historians have said that it could have been an old-fashioned hearing aid and they used to keep them to their head. So they said that's what it would have been. But I think that's a lot of ambition for an extra. You're just walking past one shot, it's like, I need a character, she's deaf. There's a lot of stuff. Well, you're more of a sci-fi nerd than me. You're more into the time travel.
I'd say I would really like it to be a possibility.
Okay.
I grew up watching Doctor Who. Grew up watching one of my favourite films is The Terminator.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Have you seen The Terminator?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just never really thought of it as a time travel, but it is.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I just didn't think about it.
Because in one of the films, you can see the Terminator's balls.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
But
You
yeah.
can also just watch porn. I think that's weird when someone's like, on this shot you can see in a film, and it'll be like, on this shot you can see Brad Pitt's upper thigh. It's like, you could just watch porn with someone as fit as Brad Pitt and stop wasting your time pausing films.
I also I loved Back to the Future when I was a kid.
Mm-hmm.
That was one of the big childhood films for me.
I'd never seen it,
Mate.
until recently.
Yeah, you are.
That was my research. I watched 3 films. They were really good. I thought it was going to be dog shit. I thought I'd hate Back to the Future. I was surprised. Just thought, well, he's just trying too hard with his stupid hair. I'm crazy doctor. Oh, fucking bored off. But I really enjoyed it.
What do you mean he's trying too hard with his hair?
Oh, do you know when they're like, oh, all the characters are dead, like, ugh. It's like, oh, fucking shut up. You're trying too hard.
No, I've not seen that scene where they're all going,
No, but I mean, yeah, I don't know if it's because he's got big eyes. They look like they're trying dead hard. I'm like, oh, do you know that he always looks shocked?
Yeah.
He always looks like you're stabbing him with your finger, and he's just looking at you like, do you know what I mean? So I'm more intrigued to see what you think, because you know a lot more about it than me.
Yeah.
Mine has been research I've done this week. So what did you know about time travel? What conspiracy theories have you heard?
Okay, so before we did this episode, I had heard that the Large Hadron Collider could cause us to open up a wormhole, which could allow for space-time travel.
Mm-hmm.
I also had heard of John Titor, who is a time traveller.
Yeah, he claims to be a soldier from 2036, and he was sent back to 1975 to retrieve an IBM computer.
Yeah, he put a load of posts on some blogs about 2003.
Mm-hmm.
I knew about the Chaplin lady, and I'd also read about Nicolas Cage.
Oh, that Nicolas Cage was a time traveller.
Yeah.
So these old history photos of lords, and there was one king from a country, something like that.
Yeah.
And back in the day that one was a painting, and they all look like Nicolas Cage.
Yeah.
That's just unfortunate. It doesn't mean they're all time travellers. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, the problem that I have with that is that it's not the... Well, one, they don't look exactly like him. And two, we can see that Nicolas Cage is aging. I also had heard stories about, like, time slips. So, like, some people think that Amelia Earhart, when she went missing, that her plane went into a time slip. You know, that's possible.
Do you genuinely think I'd think that was possible?
But, like, what about... Right, so, you know, you're walking along, you're walking to work. You know, you look around. Everything's, like, Victorian days. Like,
yeah.
Like, what would you do? Like, how would you, like, react to that?
So I've just ended up being in the olden days.
Yeah.
Well, I'd be like, what the fuck? What do you think I'd do?
Yeah, well, exactly. So that could have happened to her, and then she's like, what the fuck? And then she's dead.
No, but you just asked me if I believed it. And I said no.
So you don't think, like, that could happen?
No.
Okay. I mean, well, Einstein, like, that's the thing that I like about, like, time travel. That
Einstein's backing it up.
Yeah, like, he says that it is theoretically possible to time travel.
Okay.
You know, and if light can be bent, then so can space-time.
Yeah.
In fact, I don't know if you know this, but time works differently depending on how gravity is.
Mm-hmm.
So they discovered this when they sent a satellite up, you know, to do satellite navigation.
Yeah.
And it didn't have the correct time on it up in space because space-time works differently the further away you are from a gravitational source.
Yeah.
Because it didn't have the correct clock on the satellite, pretty much all the satellite navigation on Earth stopped working for during that period of time.
Okay.
So, like, what do you think about that?
Don't know. I don't know. I sound like I'm useless right now. I'm full. I've just had a Mackey's and you've just said a lot of words at me.
I've also had a Mankey's, mate.
Yeah. Well, you shouldn't have done. You should have had a burger and that was it. And she mistakenly gave the wrong milkshake. So I asked for one fucking large banana milkshake. And she gave, oh, sorry, did you ask for the strawberry and a banana? I said, no, it was just one. Anyway, fuck it, you're taking ages, I'll take them both. You got the large strawberry, and my banana, so I wanted a large banana, got a medium banana. I was well pissed off. And they charged me separate for my meal, so my fillet of fish burger, my chips, and my milkshake were all put in separately when I said a meal. I tried it. So we went on the tannoy. She fucked it up there. Went to the first window, fucked it up there. And then went to the third window and got fucking everything wrong. And I'm never rude to, like, anyone at those jobs. But I said to you, I felt like I was being a bit rude because she was like, oh, I'm so sorry. And then she went, oh, is that okay? And I went, oh, I'm hungry, just give it back. And I did feel really tight because I don't speak to people like that. It's like even at a restaurant, she could piss on my foot and I'd still give a 10% tip. I always give 10%. That's why, do you remember when I was went on that date with that doctor?
Yeah.
And he was like, oh, like... what are you tipping them for? You shouldn't tip. They're getting paid. And I was like, oh, I can't suck your dick now if you're not tipping them. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a proper turn off, that. It was fit though. I did, but out of morals, didn't put it anywhere near me. Fit though.
So yeah, so you don't really have an opinion on the sat nav thing, do you not?
Of course I do. Of course I do.
Okay.
You might have to explain it again. Oh no, I was listening.
Basically, if you've got the wrong, like, time works differently in space.
Yeah.
So
agreed.
Okay. Well, the Philadelphia experiment, also known as Project Rainbow. I think that's interesting. I won't call it military Project Rainbow.
It's nice.
No, I wouldn't. I mean,
Bit gay.
Bit gay, yeah.
Bit gay, that, isn't it?
Might as well have called it
Project Cocksucker.
Yeah.
Project Shirtlifter. I know I shouldn't, but sometimes, do you know when you hear like proper funny, offensive like things about gay people?
Well, I don't.
Well, I remember someone calling me a shirtlifter once, and they meant it as an insult, and I just started laughing. It's just like, But don't all people who have sex lift their shirts up? Don't you though? Why are straight people shagging with shirts on? To me, that don't make sense.
Well, we do loads of stuff with our shirts on. We do that. We swim with our shirts on. No, actually, this might just be a fat person thing.
Anyway, tell me about Project Cocksucker.
Okay, so it's based around a unified field theory, which is going back to the Einstein thing, which states that if light can be bent, then so can space-time. And according to some, they think that what they were trying to do was they were trying to get boats to be undetectable to enemy radars, and they managed it for what some people say is a 10-second period where it was undetectable. But what the conspiracy theorists say is that what they did was they actually sent it either forward or backwards through time in order to do that. I did know about the Philadelphia Project. This is something else. I didn't know about this before we did the research. It's called the Montauk Project. Okay, so the Montauk Project is this guy called Preston Nichols who claims that they were doing experiments on time travel. This is, again, the US military. But they wiped his mind so that he'd forget about it. And he claims that he has like flashbacks and stuff like that of meeting himself.
Okay.
He's also claimed that the government was using psychotropic drugs, which actually turned out to be true in an experiment called MK Ultra. So they were testing out LSD on soldiers.
Yeah.
And he claimed that, which has turned out to be true. So, you know, it gives a little bit of credence to what he's also said about this like time travel one, that maybe they were doing these time travel experiments and they've tried to wipe his memory so that he can't remember them.
Okay, no, cool.
Like, what would you do if like you met your like future self? Like, what would you ask him? Because he claims to have met his future self.
Well, because I just watched Back to the Future this week,
Yeah.
You shouldn't really be asking questions.
Yeah.
That's what I've learned. And I think that's probably true. Because they didn't make 3 films out of everything going easy.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't ask too much.
You know, in Back to the Future 2, he goes to the future and Biff says, Marty McFly, the guy who flushed his own life down the toilet.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like that's such an amazing line. Like, it's like got so much like intrigue of going, how would you, you know, react if you heard that?
What if I went into the future and I heard someone slagging me off saying he's fucked his life up?
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm so big-headed that I'd be like, nah, he didn't. He's gonna do fine. You would be really intrigued to be like, what for done?
Yeah.
But I don't think, if time travel was a thing, I don't think I'd be that interested.
What, in like your own life?
Yeah.
Do you think that that's because you'd be like worried about fucking stuff up?
I just don't want to know what's going to happen in the future. It's like, I don't believe in, like, sidekicks.
Yeah.
I don't believe in them, but I believe in them enough not to go to one, because I don't want to know. Do you know what I mean?
I don't think that it is true, the whole psychic thing.
What do you think's got more possibility, sidekicks or time travel?
Well, I mean, I do know that psychics do exist. Like, I've seen her booth in the Trafford Centre, if you've ever seen that. She wanted like 40 quid to just lay some cards out.
She got rent to pay, mate. Do you know what I mean? Must hurt your head thinking of all the things to make up. They say that a man was arrested by the FBI in March 2003. A 44-year-old man called Andrew Carlson. He apparently, on the stock market, put down like 800 quid. Well, $800, and then made back 350 million. And so they arrested him because they thought, well, he's obviously done this illegally. How's he figured all that out? And then he confessed he was from 250 years in the future, and that's how he knew everything.
And then someone posted his bail.
Yeah, £1 million. Was it $1 million bail?
Yeah, $1 million bail.
Yeah, a random person posted $1 million bail. But before that, he asked for a plea bargain, and in his plea bargain he said, if you let me go because I'm from the future, I'll tell you the stuff that I know, I'll tell you where Bin Laden is, and I'll give you the cure for HIV.
Wow, that is a hell of a plea bargain, that isn't it?
Right. the cure for HIV, if you knew it, like, you don't know how to make paracetamol, but they're there. So the cure for HIV might be there in 250 years, but I doubt every fucker knows the ingredients.
Yeah, you can't just go, yeah, I've got the cure for AIDS, and then they go, alright, what's the cure for AIDS? And then you go, well, 250 years in the future, you just go to Boots,
Yeah.
and you spend $5.
But I've heard that the whole thing was debunked of him. Oh, one thing as well, so they did say that there was no records of him before 2003, which meant he could have been from the future. And someone posted his bail and he's never been seen again. But now the FBI is saying this never happened.
Yeah.
The stock market people are saying this never happened. Like, if that happened, we'd know about it. Apparently, it was like a fake news, and it got posted online, and it was like to prove how much gossip can spread online. And loads of all these big newspapers took it up.
Yeah.
So that's what they're saying, but I don't know.
Well, there is a group who are looking for time travellers on the internet. Did you know?
No.
Yeah, so there's this group who are looking for time travellers on the internet, and what they're doing, the example that it used was Pope Francis, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So he's the first Pope called Francis, and what they're doing is they've got these robots that scan the internet for, say, Pope Francis before he became Pope, for any people who reference things before they've happened.
Okay.
So far they haven't found any, but it is very early days.
Why have they chose him in particular?
No, just use that as like the example.
Oh, right, okay.
Like, so like things will happen. So say President Donald Trump, they would then put that into this computer and get it to look up if anyone referenced Donald Trump being president before it happened.
Oh, I'd get a time machine and go back to school.
Would you?
Yeah. I'd find me, young me,
Yeah.
and I'd be like, dyslexia is not an excuse to not read.
Yeah.
Read a fucking book, you stupid fucking dickhead. I didn't start properly reading books till I was like 17, 18. And I was like dead behind everyone, do you know what I mean?
What was the first book you read?
I read Harry Potter 5 and 6. No, from 6 and 7.
Why don't you just read 1, 2 through to 5?
I've seen the films. And I see the films, and I got to film 5, and then Helena Bonham Carter came into it, and I said, oh, I can't fucking wait for this. And then I read them.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've read them 2 books. Then I read a couple of the series of unfortunate events. And then when I got to like book 5, I was like, hang on a minute, it's the same thing. They go somewhere, he comes dressed as someone else. Someone dies. New book. And I just thought, this is fucking a bit boring now. How they got to like 12 books out of this? How many there was, I don't know. I tried to read The Hobbit, and then I thought, no point.
Why?
Films. It was like when the films were coming out.
Did you know that you can read the book in less time than the film? Does that not interest you?
I can. Not and take it in.
Don't take 9 hours to read like a 200-page book.
Yes, it fucking does. I'm terrible at it. Because for me to take it in, I have to read slow. Do you know what I mean? I like to give the characters voices.
Do you? Do you read it out loud with voices?
I'm not. I feel like if I read in my head, I don't read. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like if I read out loud, I'll take it in. Whereas if I read in my head, I just kind of sit there for 10 minutes and go, what have I just done for the last 10 minutes? I'm like, I feel like I've been reading, but I don't know. So yeah, reading out loud.
Yeah.
And as well, my colour's green.
Yeah.
So I'm supposed to read with like a green tint over it. I never fucking do.
Yeah. My dyslexia colour is grey, but I stopped using it, right? How pathetic is this? I was in such a low place when I was in college that the colour grey was making me sad. So I threw my visor away.
I went college in Oldham. Everything was grey.
Everything in Salford's grey, mate.
I feel like Oldham's a bit more depressing than Salford, though.
You think so?
Yeah, because it's the same thing. It looks exactly the same, like same sort of fucking shitty place. But Oldham's on a hill, so it's more windy. Do you know what I mean? It's just a bit like...
It's more windy.
Yeah. Because I didn't live in Oldham, So I lived like closer to Manchester.
Were you just
And
looking
then-
up that hill going,
and then,
am I
like-
glad I'm not up there?
And then I just felt like when I left my house and then being outside my house and being outside the college was two completely different places because it was so windy. And Oldham's full of hills. So it's obviously just a massive hill.
I've never heard Oldham described it. Like, you don't get that on the weather reports.
The weather reports do major cities, and like Oldham comes under the Greater Manchester thing. So you never see fucking a BBC news lady going, "Yeah, I'm just in sunny Oldham right now. Oh, what's that? A cost cutter? Oh, beautiful." No, she's not going to do that. She doesn't even go to Manchester. And if they do, whenever you see like the news in Manchester to try and get a good place, it's always like the Salford Quays. And that's it. There's nothing else. Right, let's get back to it. We've done a lot of rambling.
So, something else that I knew about was the Large Hadron Collider. Do you know about the Large Hadron Collider?
Yeah, in Switzerland.
Yeah, in Switzerland.
Yeah.
You know, Josh squinted as he looked at my notes, just as he said...
No, I do know about it.
Oh, go on. What
It
else?
was used to smash atoms.
Okay, tell me what else it is.
Don't think I'm reading. How can I read your handwriting? It is disgusting. I can't read that from over there.
I do have bad
I
handwriting.
did know about it.
Okay. So now that I've because I turned over my notes to stop Josh from reading said notes.
Yeah, it was in Switzerland and it was used to smash atoms.
Okay. And?
And I've said enough. Fucking hell. Do you want me to do everything?
Go on then.
I've done loads.
Okay, so the Large Hadron Collider, it is in Switzerland.
Yeah, I got that right.
It was made about 10 years ago. About, roughly. And it was made...
Don't know the exact date.
I don't know the exact date.
Pretty shit research that then, innit? Go on. The Large Hadron Collider.
Hard-on, you just call it the Large Hadron Collider.
That's what you wrote.
I've put the Large Hadron Collider
All
because
right.
that's what it's... So it was invented and is used to smash atoms.
Yeah.
It's been used to create new element. Its main thing is to create the Higgs boson. The Higgs boson is this particle that scientists weren't entirely sure if it existed. It only existed on paper. But what happened was they found the Higgs boson in the Large Hadron Collider and proved that it was theoretically possible. But what the conspiracy theorists say is that there is another particle called the Higgs singlet, which again on paper is said to be able to travel through time and dimensions. So they're saying that if it was used to find the Higgs boson, that gives credibility to the fact that there might be this particle that can travel through time and space. And if we do find it, we could then potentially use that to travel ourselves through time and space and dimensions. The other thing as well that people think is that this could be potentially the beginning of a time machine.
Okay.
So it being created might create that wormhole that enables time travel that we need.
If they invented a time machine,
Yeah.
and you got offered to go in it,
Yeah.
but you'd be one of the first people and it was an experiment, would you risk it?
Yeah.
Would you really?
Yeah.
So you could fucking die though. I'm talking. That's the
Mate, I'm going to
result.
die anyway.
Yeah, but not today, hopefully.
So are they offering me like go forward or backward? Or just like maybe a minute in time just to like test it?
No, they're taking you back to 1802.
And can I come back?
We hope. We don't know. This is an experiment.
What I think I'd say to him is send me a minute back in time.
Oh no, you don't get no. There's no leeway here.
No, what?
You get this offer 1802 or now.
I don't know if I'd want to go back to that date in specific.
But this is what they're experimenting for.
Because I was going to ask you a similar question. Like, would you do it? Because I think I probably would.
I wouldn't.
Why not?
I told you I don't want to go. I don't want to go in the future because I don't want to know what's going to happen to me.
Right.
And I don't want to go in the past because I won't get treated well because I'm gay. Unless I go back to like ancient Greek.
Yeah.
They was quite saucy then, weren't they? Take me back to it. Eat some grapes. Suck off a lot of, not Spartans, Greeks. And yeah, I'd enjoy that. That'd be fun. Send me back there, nowhere else.
I mean, I love, again, in Back to the Future, I love the fact it's a car.
Yeah.
You know, and they can, like, drive it about. Originally, it was supposed to be a fridge.
Was it?
Yeah, in the original, like, draft of the film, it was going to be a fridge.
Oh, I don't think it would have been as good, that.
Nah. I love the DeLorean. I think the DeLorean looks like a really cool, like, vehicle for it. You know,
Yeah.
like with the doors, I think they're called gull wing doors. So I think that a car would be a good thing to have it as.
But cars would stand out in the past. And my question is, what do you think you'd use that you can sit in or get in that, like, would not look stupid in the past or the future?
Well, I was going to say maybe...
a bathtub.
I was going to say manhole cover.
Oh, I was going to say a bathtub.
So, like, you could,
Or a
like...
sleeping bag.
You could, like, dig a hole, stick it in there, and then just use it like a manhole cover.
But then you're going in, you're always underground. No, fuck that. I don't like the idea of that. That's wrong.
But you wanted a bathtub.
Yeah, because bathtubs have been about for ages.
So a tin bath. Is that then? You want a tin bath. How's that going to work in the future?
No, but in the olden days, the rich people had baths, like proper baths.
Yeah, and like everyone else didn't have baths.
They had tin baths.
Who do you think would be like the best celebrity to take with you back in time? Because I think it'd be Bear Grylls or Ray Mays.
Did we get to take their money?
No, you just like someone who'd just be useful.
Oh, and where am I going?
Say 1600s Tudor times.
Then it'd be a straight white man.
Straight white
Brad
man.
Pitt. He's good looking. He's not. His things will just come easy to him. Do you know what I mean? I just think people will just give him stuff.
Well, why can't you have that?
He's better looking than me. I'm good looking. Brad Pitt's different.
He is good looking.
He's fucking good looking.
So what I wanted to put to you was, people say that if they invented time travel,
Yeah.
that you should go back and kill Hitler.
Yeah. Well, I know loads of people are like, you can't go back and kill Hitler because then who knows what's going to happen. It will fuck everything up. It'll change whatever. Yeah, but it'll also save over 6 million people. So I'll risk it, thanks. Go back, get baby Hitler and drown the fucking in a bath. That's what I think. How much worse can it get than all those millions of people dying? Really? And you're like, no, you can't go back and you can't kill him because you don't know what will happen next. I think that maybe I'll save 6 million people's lives. That's what I think. Why? What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, when you put it like that, it's hard to argue against, isn't it?
When it comes to time travel, that's like the question, like, would you go back and kill Hitler? If they're always saying, would you kill one particular person, is obviously the most evil fucker that's ever lived. Yes. You know I'll go back to the Tudors for a day.
Yeah.
Because that is my, like...
I'd love it if you could, like, go on time travel holidays.
Yeah. I would only want to go for a day, look at some of the clothes, and leave.
Yeah. You could go and see one of the Viking reenactments. See if they're, like, real.
I'm not going to get a time travel to a battlefield. That's smart, innit? No.
I'll tell you what, we watched a TV series, like, a couple of months ago, if you remember, about, like, living in the past, called 10,000 BC.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
That was so good.
Mm-hmm.
I remember us chatting and talking about, like, what roles we could play if we... if you don't know, right, 10,000 BC, it's this show where they took people and they made them, like, live as if they were living in the Stone Age.
Yeah, and there was that proper shit one who, like, kept moaning, and he fell in the sand and was like, and then he left. And there was the one who had a shit right outside one of the zigzag tents or whatever.
Yeah.
And he's like, you're not supposed to shit it. And it's like, we can't even, one day in and there's shitting right next to where they eat. They're just shit.
There was this woman, I think, called Carol, who was about 60.
She didn't even make it to the camp. She fainted and got took back home.
Yeah, and what was funny was they showed like the bit in the interview bit where she's going, I think I'm going to be really useful. I think I'm going to be really useful in the camp. And it cut back to her falling over. And they were all handing out Stone Age knickers.
There's that fit fireman though, wasn't there?
Yeah, there was you followed him on Twitter, didn't you?
Yeah, he was fit, mate. He was well fit. I can't remember his name now.
And he said he had a degree in hugging.
I know, yeah, he was dead cute. Oh, what a guy.
Was his name Mike?
Yeah, it was Mike.
Oh.
Mike, if you're listening, I approve.
So a lot of the things with time travel that people talk about is like Tomorrow's World, that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
The great thing about time travel, the great thing about like Back to the Future is, you know, it gives you an opportunity to imagine what the future would be like. Like, how do you imagine like the future being?
Shit. Because everyone's fucking mental right now, and everyone kicking off.
Oh, you think everyone's gonna like bomb each other?
Yeah, I think we're all just gonna get fucking nuked. Unless we go Oldham. No one's nuking there.
Yeah, no one gives a shit about it.
No, fuck that.
It's too windy.
Yeah. I think I'd rather get nuked.
Like, in Back to the Future 2, they thought that, like, the future we'd have flying cars. They thought that we'd have, like, there was, like, a news channel bot. There was, like, doors that could be opened with your thumbprint. So, they imagined some things from the future. What things did you feel like they got right for roughly this kind of time period? Because they went to 2015, but we're in 2018 now.
The cars they got wrong.
Yeah.
Our cars can't fly. One thing they did get right is did you spot that bit where he did like multiple screens?
Yeah.
You get loads of people now who do multiple screens. My friend told me that once, like, he has multiple screens. He's a bit of a nerd.
Yeah.
And he watches like multiple porns at once. Like 3 screens.
Yeah.
It's too much. It's too much, that. Why would you want that?
I don't know.
Why don't you just watch one porn with loads of people in it? Same fucking thing. So yeah, they predicted multiple screens.
Yeah.
And the only person, well, I know a few nerdy friends who have like 2 screens on at once.
Yeah.
But the only person who's ever spoke about it is using it for porn. So they got that right.
There's a bit where he's talking to like the house interface, and that I felt is a bit like Siri or, you know, the Amazon Echo one. So I felt that was quite similar to that.
Mm-hmm.
3D films. They did the bits with the 3D films.
Yeah, they did.
Hoverboards.
That isn't real.
Do you wish they were?
I honestly would be dog shit at it. Well, because if I can't skateboard, what do you think I'm going to be good at a skateboard with no wheels that floats? I'm not going to be. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, I remember trying ice skating, thinking I'd be able to do it, even though that same year I tried rollerblading and couldn't fucking move. So what made me think I could do the other one?
Did you have to have the little penguin that they give you?
Ice skating,
Yeah.
And I was on a first date as well. It was embarrassing, and other people were laughing at me. And I was trying to, you know, be cool.
Did the date go well?
Yeah, I've seen him for a while actually.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no, it was a guy who got a bit mental.
Oh, what happened?
He just got a bit. Oh, so you speaking to that guy? Who's that guy? And I was just like, oh, well, I remember getting a bit offended because I was on a night out and I saw some guy who I kind of knew, but no offense to the guy, I was offended that this guy was offended that I was speaking to someone else when the someone else was but ugly. Like, if I was gonna cheat, I'm not gonna do it with fucking Hunchback and Notre Dame. You know what I mean? Like, give me some fucking credit.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, he was a bit mental, but he had a really weird dick. It was like, do you know when people get like cow print and on their hand, and it's like some
What do you mean cow print?
Some parts of their hand are a bit white.
Oh,
and
yeah.
he had that on his dick. Yeah, it was weird. I liked it though because I could put it out of a lineup.
When you told me that story, it reminded me of, when you see those Muller trucks that look like cows.
Yeah, a bit like that.
Yeah, that's what I imagined his erect penis looking like.
Yeah, but it was more like flesh coloured and then like really pale flesh coloured. I don't think it was the best penis I've ever. It wasn't an off put, but
Did he have to warn you about it before?
No, but I did make a joke about it. I don't think he was very happy. I just said, "Oh, you've got a bit of a cow dick."
You got a bit of a cow dick.
And he was a bit pissed off.
Was it?
Yeah, but apart from that, it was
Cow.
like he shouldn't feel bad about his penis. I'm not slagging it off. It was a good penis. It was fucking a meaty one.
Well, it would be.
It
Well,
was-
that beef.
yeah, 100% beef. I don't know how we got onto that. Anyway, where was we?
So, I was asking you about, like, stuff that's in the, like, that you would have hoped would be invented by now, by 2018, that has not been invented.
What do I want that's not been invented?
Yeah, because people go, where's my hoverboard? But what they're actually saying is that things that we thought would have been invented by now haven't been invented.
Yeah, I'm thinking. I'm genuinely giving this
Yeah.
thought. Yeah, simple stuff like healthy pastry.
Healthy pastry.
Do you know what I mean? I don't need flying cars, but if you could get a burger to taste, if you could get a cucumber, well, actually, I like the taste of cucumber. If you can get celery to taste like bacon, I'd say the future's going to be good.
I feel like people talk about bacon like it's the be all and end all. I don't think it is.
No, but when we had the bacon fries, I like bacon stuff, like baconaise, where like
Yeah.
bacon in other shit.
You can get like bacon flavoured soap. It's like, I don't know why. Exactly.
Why you'd want to smell like soap?
Why you'd want to smell like bacon?
I mean, yeah, that's what I meant.
Yes.
In my defence, it's 1:15 in the morning.
Why would you want to smell like you've washed?
Yeah, I don't know why you'd want to smell like bacon.
I just don't know why you. You know that shampoo? Why would you want your hair to smell like you've washed it?
Well, I think one of the reasons why I said that wrong is because I was thinking about balls.
What do you mean? What do you mean? Because I was thinking about balls.
No, do you know, like I told you about, I'm not going to say his name, but washes his balls with a Johnson's baby shampoo. I was just thinking of that. I just think washing your balls with Johnson's baby shampoo is a very specific thing. I don't know why he does it. Well, he says it's because shower gel makes it like not feel good. It's a weird boy.
Yeah.
But yeah, bacon. I wouldn't want bacony balls near my face.
No.
Well, I don't want his balls near my face anyway. But like, if there was, I would rather them not be full of bacon. If you could time machine,
Yeah.
would you use it for your own benefit and go back in the past and put bets on and make yourself filthy rich?
Well, I mean, you've seen from Back to the Future 2 how that can go wrong, misusing time travel. How much would you do before you stopped?
What do you mean?
How much money would you bet in order, and then would you go, right, this is the amount that I'm going to stop at so I don't get caught?
I'd do about 4 million.
Oh yeah, that's very unnoticeable, that, isn't it? £4 million.
Well, yeah. Okay.
I honestly thought you were going to say about 100,000.
If I put a bet on,
So just one, you're just going to do one bet.
yeah.
So 4 million to one bet.
Is that? Oh yeah, it doesn't make it. Well, no, because I could put 40 grand on it.
Where are you going to get 40 grand from?
Well, I'll put a bet on that to get the 40 grand.
Oh, who's this guy who did a 40,000 to one bet and is now put it on a 100,000 to 1 and now he has £4 million. They're not going to find that suspicious, are they?
Don't know. I'm not thought about it. Well, you start off small. So go to the dogs. Right?
Yeah.
Watch the dogs.
Yeah.
And then a time machine and go back again. Like the day. So go to
That's
it,
what you
watch
use time travel for. To watch a race.
Yeah, but why?
Why do you need to watch the race when you can just get the results and then bet on the race?
Because if I do it this way, I can also have a day out.
So you're using time travel to essentially have
Also,
a busman's holiday.
Yeah, also...
You don't even like dogs?